Hi there, folks. It's me, Ash Ketchum. And if you're thinking to yourself, boy, this isn't quite how I remember Ash sounding, well, that's just because you haven't seen Pokémon in such a long time. And if you're thinking to yourself, well, I actually saw Pokémon a few days ago and I keep up with the anime, then what are you doing with your life? This is definitely how I sound. This is perfect. This is spot on.
I've never quite understood why Ash. I mean, it's a woman doing it for one thing, so I don't know where the sort of graveliness comes from in the voice, but I never really got why he has that like husky fucking voice. he's like a 10-year-old child, and he's got like this proper like whiskey drenched voice. It's so fucking weird. Welcome back anyway. Where do you think you're going? Stop that scurrying around. That's what this guy's saying, not what I'm saying to you. You can scurry around all you like. As long as you watch my videos, you can do whatever the fuck you want. But Cabal over here with his Carvenar and Magnemite, he's judging you silently. So I think you should be rooting for me in this here Pokemon battle. I can't really remember how far through this place we got, but I think my team's pretty good to go. Ooh, I can catch a thing. Ooh, I can catch a Carvenar. I really like Sharpedo and Carnival. Carnival more than Sharpedo, honestly. But I already have a water type and a dark type, so it seems kind of unnecessary. I don't think I'm going to be able to do much with that right now. I was thinking of digging the Magnemite because I think that's super effective, but I think it has Levitate, which means it's not hit by ground moves. Which puts me in a right little pickle, doesn't it? Do I have anyone who can actually deal with a Magnemite? I really don't. I've really got jack shit that can deal with a Magnemite right now. I guess I can bring Vaporeon in because I think water moves hit neutral. I think. I don't know that for certain though. This guy's got 4 Pokemon as well. I might actually lose this battle. Please let this do some damage of some amount. That was nothing. How would you beat Steel types? I know Steel types are meant to be weak. Like, I don't know a lot about the Pokemon meta, but from what I've heard, like, Steel types are meant to be, like, fairly low rated, because apparently a lot of things hit them really good. But I don't know what those things are. Like fire and fighting, right? I don't have either of those things right now. At least I don't think. Oh no, I got a Numel, didn't I? I got a Numel, which I suppose I could be using right now if I felt that way inclined, but I don't. I don't feel that way inclined. There we go. That was a good hit. That was a decent hit. Yeah, we can take these boys down. Obviously I want to capture the Carnival, so I might just leave it there doing its thing while I beat up the other 4. You finished that off. You Shadow Blitz that, I guess. It should be super effective, so it should weaken it a bit. There's a lot of tactics that goes into Pokemon that people just don't understand. It's not all just being Ash Ketchum and having a Pikachu that one-shots everything for no reason. There's tactics involved. It's an advanced game for super strategist video gamers. Well, so you're not proving much use to me right now, buddy, honestly. You're letting the side down. Vaporeon can't escape now, but thankfully... Oh, okay, well, I stand corrected. Just as I was about to switch him out as well. I guess I had that coming for not doing it sooner. Alright, I guess I fuck up the side up. Yeah, bollocks. Was hoping for a kill there. Not that they're doing massive amounts of damage to my team, but, you know. Better to clean house than not clean house. That's a lie. I never clean my house. My house is a shit tip. That's the beautiful yet awful thing about being a bachelor who lives alone. It means I can just like get around to cleaning and shit when I feel like it. I don't feel like there's any pressure to get around to doing that, but it also means that my house is a shit tip all the time. It means I don't have to clean, but on the downside it means I don't have to clean, you know what I mean? It's a hard life, honestly. Congratulations, Vaporeon. Congratulations on being a big, powerful level 19. Hey, it's that thing that evolves into an octopus for no reason. Remember how that evolves into an octopus for no reason? Yeah, we all know why that move evolves into an octopus for no reason, don't we? We all understand that. Guess just keep. I can't switch out, so I've just got to keep. I just got to keep going. Just got to keep laying into him. It really would have been nice to be able to bring Mareep into this battle, because everything's been a water type after the first whatever it was thing I had to take down. Magnemite, that's what it was. But alas, it was not to be. Awfully good of him to repeatedly use that on Baltoy and not like KO Vaporeon, but ho hum. Get in my Pokeball, lad. Go on. Oh, for fuck's sake, I'm always doing that. On the Carnivore, and then Call. There we go. I'm sure in other Pokemon games, if you use a Pokeball, you don't still get to act with your other Pokemon. Is that true? I honestly don't. I'm trying to think now. I can't remember. Double battles are such a rarity in the early games, and they're obviously the ones I played to fucking death. So. Right, did it. Go right ahead. Feel free to wander and look around. Thanks. I appreciate the little vote of confidence, the authorization. I am, however, going to bail for just a moment, real quick. Just real quick. I'm just going to real quick, just hippity hop back over here. Because that battle was a bit more grueling than I was expecting, honestly, and I could really do with the quick little top up of the old healthometer. There isn't actually a not a Poke Center, a Poke PC, whatever you want to call them. The thing that Bill invented. There isn't one of them in here, is there? So it'd be pretty cool to be able to swap out to one of my newly captured plunders. One of my treasure hoard that I've been stockpiling throughout this entire zone, but I guess I'm sort of stuck with what I've got at the moment, which is fine. I mean, they're all good boys. They're all doing their work. Useless keeps providing me with fabulous prizes, such as an antidote, which I could mock, but I'm not going to, because an antidote might get me out of a pretty sticky situation one day. Where am I meant to be going? I'm confused. Okay, I haven't been this way yet. I saw the open chest off on the right and got really confused. Little boy, what are you up to? You shouldn't get into mischief when you're visiting someone's place. It's not creepy at all when they talk to me like that. I mean, at least it's a woman. Women are generally less creepy. Her visor was unsynced with her helmet then. That was upsetting to look at. After all the talking up I've done of the animations in this game, it's a real shame when something doesn't quite look right. Nice Jigglypuff Chimecho combo you got there. That's a psychic type, so we'll fuck that up real good. And I guess I'll just mud slap the Jigglypuff to stop it doing anything dangerous. I mean, obviously they carry Sing. I don't want my team to go to sleep because that could be a bad time. Lower that accuracy so it's a completely useless move. It did a bit of damage as well. A little bit of chip damage to put me in the leading position right now. Ah, look at that! Look at that! Won myself a full free round. Should really get Baltoy out of reverse mode, but he just likes it so much. I call him and then he just goes straight back into it again, like one round later. I don't think you're actually meant to use your shadow Pokemon much. It seems that way anyway. It seems like you're meant to just sort of maybe use them a couple of times to get them purified and then just stop until you've actually been able to visit the purification stone or whatever. Because they're not hugely useful, honestly. I forget, is Dunsparce just a normal type or is it psychic as well? I'm not sure if Bite's gonna fuck it up real nice or just a little bit. Either way, it's probably more threatening than the Jigglypuff, so I'll go all in on it. Fuck that boy up. Good and proper. Yes. Yes, enjoy my multicoloured rainbow waves. Dunsparce is another one of those ones that has just deserved an evolution for so long, but we all know it's never going to get one at this point because it's been so long. You know what I mean? I know they sort of tried breathing some new life into old Pokemon with like various gimmick mechanics, like, you know, Dynamaxing and Mega Evolution and Alolan forms and all that, but I don't know. It seems like there's just like a set meta almost, and stuff that has been in the meta forever is always going to be in the meta, and nothing else is ever going to have a chance of breaking into it aside from the occasional new broken Pokemon. I don't know, that's how it seems to me anyway. I'm sure it does fluctuate more than that, but it always seems like it's the same old, you know? The broken Pokemon have been broken for a long ass time. See, I went and used Poison Fang there, because I've been playing the more recent generations recently and was thinking that Jigglypuff was a fairy type which would be weak to poison. However, that is not the case. I mean, I still killed it, so I guess I shouldn't whine too much, but this is the problem with going between versions like this. It's confusing for my teeny tiny little Neanderthal brain. Didn't someone raise you properly? How could you come in and make a mess of our place? I'm really not making a mess of your place. There's nothing to make a mess of, honestly. It's a lot of sterile corridors. I don't think it's easy to make a mess of this in any way whatsoever. Thank you for the item, though. I appreciate it. What you got for me? A full heal? That's going to stay in the inventory for a long-ass time, because I tend not to use full heals until I've got through... Because full heals, for the uninitiated, remove all status effects, but, like, I tend to use like the specifically targeting status effect removal items first before I get to the full heals, so I'm going through all the antidotes and paralysis heals and shit before I actually touch those at all. Whew, I never thought that Cypher's big man would deign to show up here in person. I saw him in flesh and blood and he's menacing. The sight of him gave me shivers. Master Greevil's supposedly making a personal tour of all Cypher's facilities. I think he wants to confirm that everything is fine so he can proceed with his plans without ending up in a fiasco like last time. What? Who are you? You suspicious intruder? How long were you there? You might just be a kid, but we can't let you walk out. You have to die now, says Cypher R&D Klotz. Kecleon. Fucking Kecleon. That's a Pokemon right there. I sort of got a really neat little mechanic. I can't remember exactly how it works, but it changes its typing a lot for some reason. I think shit like that's really cool, but it seems like every time Game Freak make a mechanic like that, they intentionally make the Pokemon completely fucking useless so it can't make full use of its cool gimmick. Like, it was that cast form fella as well. You change his form with the weather into different, like, thing, but it's useless. It's just garbage mon, you know? Stats are just below any sort of form of usable. Good job though, Leia. Way to hit level 20. Like the female boss you are. Ooh, capturable Shroomish. Now, Breloom is a fun Pokemon. I don't really like Shroomish much. It kind of looks like Kind of looks like a little chode penis. It's just a bell end, isn't it? It's literally just a green spotted bell end. But its evolution's pretty rad, and I like it. So I might catch one for my team, and that would really flesh out the team. Give me a load more typings. Then I'd have a fighting move, so I could beat Magnemites. It'd be great. Right. First though, remove the Kecleon. Get that right out of here. Thinking about it, hang on. Pretty certain Kecleon changes type to the move it was hit by. If I hit it with a poison move first and then a psychic move. Hey. Is this gonna work as I plan? Yes. Good. It's upsetting that its move is called colour change, but it doesn't actually change colour when it happens. That's a real wasted opportunity there. I didn't kill it, but at least I confused it. And now it's the psychic type, so it'll be super weak to dark attacks. God, it's the perfect combo. 1-2 punch. Only it's a 1-2-3 punch because I didn't kill it in 2 hits, but you know what I mean. You're with me with this, right? You following me? Please follow me. Please sign up to my cause. It's not really much of a cause, it's just me trying to make myself look good. But if you want to get on board with that, I'd appreciate it. Alright, this has got to be a kill. There we go. Get out, you stupid chameleon. There we go. I almost said iguana, but it's blatantly meant to be a chameleon. I don't really know much about lizards, I'm not gonna lie. I know Komodo dragons are pretty scary. I know that much. And there's also geckos, which are the little ones with sticky hands, I think. I hope this is helpful information. I hope if someone out there is writing a book report on lizards. If so, then I've just given you some possibly true information that will come in very handy. I think that's in capture range now. Most things have been caught once they're in the yellow. I'll go for it. Why not? Why not, says I. What have I got to lose? Just call Baltoy for no reason. Thinking about it, could I not just throw 2 balls a turn? Didn't really consider that. I didn't really think that was an option. I definitely could, couldn't I? Probably. Unless it stops me for rude reasons. Are you really a kid? No, I'm a very short adult with stupid hair. Did you maybe come to rescue Crane? Don't bother trying. You don't know how scary Lovrina, she's in charge here, can be. She looks cute and all, but she's nothing short of terrifying. Get out of here while you still can, it's for your own good. God, you make her sound like a murderer. There's a shiny thing on the table. Are you gonna fight me too? Are you not? Are you just gonna sit? I really thought I was gonna fight you too, honestly, but if not, that's cool. That's okay. That's pretty great. I'm just gonna switch Vaporeon into lead because I feel like I've got a boss battle coming up and I want to have my strong united front showing. Got me an ID card. That's pretty cool. Just ignore this dude completely. And a great ball. Aye, I'm only a researcher here, I don't battle. The other guy was a researcher too and he battled. Weird. Oh, this is back at the start. I've come full circle. Tell you what I'm gonna do, real quick, real snappy, real sharpish, is I'm gonna have a little save. There we go. And now I feel like I need to go off to the left because I couldn't go this way before, but I'm assuming with my new fangled found keycard, look at that, I can go to the secret area where the secrets happen. There's not much here, is there? I mean, there's a staircase, obviously, but I Kinda thought there might be something in that room. Oh, hi! You understand, don't you? It's wrong to turn ordinary Pokemon into Shadow Pokemon against their will. Also, it makes them weaker, so why the fuck would you do that? Makes them good against water types though, so if your only real objective is taking down my Vaporeon, which it should be, then fair play to you. Please, won't you help us stop the Shadow Pokemon plan? Join us and help us save Pokemon. Professor Crane, I understand what you're trying to say, but I can't help you. Whoa! You! Aren't you that kid I saw at the Pokemon HQ lab that time? Did I steal his Teddiursa? Pokémo! Is it really you, Pokémo? Are you trying to tell me that you came here by your lonesome to rescue Professor Crane? No, I'm just standing here silently. It's too bad, I'm still a member of Cypher. I can't very well let you folks go now, can I? As for you, you snagged my Teddiursa from me that time. I sure did. I'll give you this. You've got guts to come here alone. Oh, I thought he was giving me something. He was like, oh well, since you're so bored, here, have a rare candy. But I'll fix you good so you'll never let. Let's just abandon here. Let's just abandon ship on this one. This sentence clearly is not coming out of my mouth anytime soon. Come on then, Naps. I just keep thinking Napper, because he's like the lieutenant to the bad guy, and he's kind of scary. He's got a fucking Rhyhorn. Quite like to steal that Rhyhorn. That'd be a pretty cool thing to have. Murkrow's useless, right? Because it doesn't evolve yet. That's a later gen thing. I actually kind of want to switch to Mareep. Which might be a gamble because the Rhyhorn might be able to one-shot Mareep, but we'll see what happens. See if I one-shot it first. I really love Rhyhorn. Rhyhorn's one of those rare cases where the first form looks really fucking cool, and then it evolves into something that looks okay, and now more recently it evolves again into something that looks retarded. So it goes backwards. It's the inverse of what you would expect. Slackoth. Slackoth's a neat. That's a gimmick Pokemon. It's pretty cool, I think. Got a pretty cool thing going. Well, we don't have to worry about the Slackoth because it's just gonna fucking die anyway. So actually I'll probably one-shot the Murkrow. Probably. I guess I'll water gun the Slackoth. Let's see what happens. Let's play it out. I can't predict everything. I'm not that much of a mathematical Pokemon genius. All I'm saying is I'm better than Ash Ketchum and I should have my own TV show. That's all I'm saying. What is that move? I've watched it happen twice, but I've not actually read what it is. Doesn't seem massively powerful, but it looks like some weird magical beam. I don't know. Scratch is cool. Scratch has a cool animation now. But most moves have a cool animation. I mean, we just watched Thundershock just be totally fucking rad, right? So it should clean house, and then he'll just send out one more and we'll kill that too, and everything will be done and happy. Unless we also have to fight the little girl, which is entirely possible. We'll see what happens. We'll see how it plays out. I feel like we're saving her for later though. Naps is the mid-boss sort of fella. Beldum. Beldum. I ignored what that move was again. I was too busy considering the possibilities of having a Metagross on my team, but then it wasn't capturable and I got sad. It's alright, I don't need the stupid little floating steel penis anyway. Why's everything got to be a penis with me? What is wrong with me? It's clearly not a penis. Just because it's long and has a bloaty head doesn't mean it's a penis. Probably should have used Bite there. I don't know about type matchups. This is gonna do sweet fuck all. I'll tell you that much. It was okay. It was okay. Could have been worse, could have been better, you know? you know. Why does it have teeth on its arse? Or claws or something? It kind of looks like one of those like three-way mandibles that a lot of weird alien things have in various video game and television franchises. You know what I mean? That's what that makes me think of, the weird teeth on the back of Beldum. There's a lot of things you don't really clock on a lot of these Pokemon models until you really start paying attention to them. Oh well. Defeated Naps. Defeated Napster, just like Metallica did in 1998, or thereabouts. You're good, punk. Pokemon got $720 for winning. I don't know why I read that out. I've never read that out before, but I'm reading it this time. Professor Crane, you folks don't have the foggiest notion about how big and scary Cypher is. It's not smart to resist. You can go on about the pure abused Pokemon and all, but you should think about your own selves. That's my advice. Bye. That chair looks like a pirate hat from this angle. Pokemon, did you really come here all by yourself? That's amazing, but it's dangerous here. We better get out right away. You better let me open that chest before teleporting me out of here. My worst fears turned out to be true about Cypher. They weren't wiped out. This was just one of their bases. But the details can wait. Things could get complicated if they return. Let's get out of here quick. He joined my party. Yeah, look at this. I got a little Professor Man following me. I got a Leaf Stone. What evolves with a Leaf Stone? I know Gloom and Weeping Bell both do. I can't think beyond that. Anything more recent use them? I really genuinely don't know. I mean, both Victory Bell and Vileplume are pretty cool boys, so, I mean, you know, nice thing to have. I've not had the opportunity to capture either of them yet, though, so it's a bit of an odd decision to give me such a thing. Oh, look! Oh, hey you sneaked Crane out. Who's Tekot? Lovrina, this child here, he's the intruder. Probably should have healed and saved and stuff really before this, but whatever. She's got like turned in feet and knock knees. That can't be good for her posture. Oh wait. I have not heard about anyone leaving anywhere. Professor Crane is about to be very busy, so please be a nice boy and don't disturb us. We're going back to the HQ lab. Stand aside, please. Going back? Seriously? You are so joking. This so happens to be where you work from now on. After all, we so need you to keep working on your studies. You are so key to our plan. I hate this girl. XD001, the ultimate shadow Pokemon that can never be purified. Stop that nonsense. Do you seriously think I would help you do something that horrible? Oh, that Naps. He must have made a boo-boo again. I so have to punish him lots. Little boy, maybe you can convince Professor Crane. You should tell him to study our XD001. You see, our plan is to make shadow Pokemon that can never ever be purified. XD001 is just our first prototype. So when we work out the problems, we can make combat units with XD series Pokemon. Wouldn't that be just peachy? But we need the Professor's cooperation for our plan, so please, sweetie, can you please ask him nicely to help? Sure, why not? Whoa, Pokemon, don't joke around now. Giggle, thank you. So you will hand the Professor over to us nicely? Sure, I don't want any trouble. Don't give me options if they're not real options, please. Video games, I hate this. I hate it when you do this. It's so dumb. It just means it breaks the immersion when the characters just keep repeating the same line over and over again because you want to make an option that clearly isn't an option. Oh, how nasty, you silly boy. So you won't help me with XD001 either? Oh, you'll be sorry now, but you will so understand. A little hurt is so persuasive. According to Johnny Cash. And Trent Reznor before him. I love Disc. I mean, a Beautifly's kind of a threat this low, I guess, but a Love Disc is never threatening to anyone. I don't know, if you're meant to be the big bad, then I'm not massively intimidated. Hit the Beautifly with the Poison Fang. Let's follow that up with a Bite. Oh, that was on the wrong Pokemon. I did a big dumb. I did the big dumb. Not just a big dumb, the big dumb. I still think I'm going to win though. unless she's got something considerably more powerful up her sleeve than these two. I thought that should be super effective. Isn't poison good against bug? Did they change that at some point? I don't know. Maybe it never was and I just imagined it. Guess I'll just go full stab moves on the Beautifly, try and take it down, so it can't do any nasty stun spores or anything like that. I mean, the Love Disc clearly isn't doing anything, so we don't have to worry about that. Finish him. Fatality. Hey, look at me. Look at me leveling up. That was a lot of stats that Vaporeon just got when it leveled up. Evolutions is so fucking broken. Oh, that's a threat right there. That's a proper threat. Really got much I can switch into it though. Fuck it, we'll just bite the ever-living shit out of it and hope it goes away. It's very small. I didn't realise Roselias were that small. It seems like they've really tried to stick to like the Pokédex definitions of Pokemon heights and stuff in this game, so I'm assuming that's how big they are canonically, but it's teeny tiny. Leech Seed. Oh boy, that's a dangerous move right there. Honestly, one of my favourite one of my favourite moves in the game, because you know, very good for stally, tanky Pokemon, which I quite enjoy using. Not so much actually when playing through the games, because it tends to just drag out the gameplay, but competitively, the small amount of competitive Pokemon I've done, Stalamons are pretty fun to use. Big fan of Umbreon for that reason. And also because it's an edgy dog, and as proven, I do quite like my edgy dog Pokemon. Dog, cat, rabbit, whatever the fuck it is. Leia grew to level 21. Good job, Leia. Go on, what's your last mon then? Delcatty. Capturable Delcatty. That's odd. I didn't expect it to be capturing any evolved forms. That's kind of caught me off guard. Alright, I should probably switch Vaporeon out because he's having a bad time right now. Bring Mareep. I was thinking Baltoy at first, but you never know, that Love Disc might pull out a water move and fuck my boy Baltoy right up, so like that. Might do that. I made the correct decision. I feel like because Delcatty's an evolved Pokemon, it's gonna be a bit more resistant to being caught. I'm gonna have to really fuck it up good and proper. That should be enough to finish the Love Disc. I'll get a Thunder Wave on the Delcatty. Look at me playing like a professional. Inflicting statuses and shit. Assuming Mareep survives long enough to do so. This battle got rough. It got rough at the final innings. There he goes. Fucking hell. So much for my Thunder Wave plan. Rest in peace, Mareep. You served me well. I guess I'll just do a bit of this. That's some damage. Ah, a flinch. Okay, that makes life easier for me. Thank you very, very much. Another round of those, and that should make him more than weak enough to capture. I like the fucking Aristocats sort of smug cat face that the Delcatty gets after it's been attacked. Very neat. Aristocats is a slightly racist film, but it's entertaining. Definitely mid-tier Disney for sure. Beats out a lot of the utter garbage they were making in the sort of 70s and 80s. Hockey ball. And then I'll just do another Pocky ball. Okay. So there is a reason I can't just spam that. Guess I'll mud slap. Won't be enough to take it down. Come on, make it mine. Be mine. Be my cat. Oh fuck. That broke out real fucking quick. Like real fucking quick. Like it didn't shake at all. Should I maybe employ the Great Ball at this juncture? Baltoy, this isn't the time. This really isn't the time. Cool story, Baltoy. Cool story. Go on then, Great Ball. I was a bit worried there was going to be an actual cooldown on it because it was saying something about the snag machine not being ready for use or something. But no, it's just you can't throw 2 balls in one turn. There we go. I stole her ace. What's she going to do now? What you got now, Lovrina? What on earth? How could you be so strong? She didn't actually say so there. It's the one time she didn't say it. But, I put one in it because it made more sense. Oh, I so hate to say this, little boy, I can't beat you right now. Master Griever will be so cross with me, but that's okay. I'll let you owe me this one time. But you have to promise you will think about my plan next time. If you see XD001, I'm sure you will want to help me, so I'll be waiting for you. Lovrina! I want to get up in the lift with you, Lovrina. Press my body against yours. Pokémon, you've grown tough, haven't you? In fact, I'm amazed by how much stronger you've grown in this shorter time. I guess I'll be relying on you even more from now on, Pokémon. Now that we know Cypher is back, we need to move quickly. We have to come up with ways of stopping them. This time, let's really head back to the HQ lab. Alright. First though, I'm going to save. Because, you know, after that crash, after the crash incident, I don't particularly want a replay of that. Here, may I see that? You handed the Poke... Nope. It didn't say Pokey in there at all. You handed the data ROM to Crane. This may be something important. Let's take it back and analyse it. Okay, cool. I mean, that was kind of the plan when I picked it up, honestly, but I guess we needed that little bit of cutscene there. Oh, we're just immediately home. Cool. Thanks to you, Pokémon, I was able to return safe and sound. Sincerely, thank you. Though it was a horrible ordeal, I learned a few things when I was in that desert lab. First and foremost, Cypher hasn't disappeared. The fact that they're still around is alarming. Worse, they are taking more Shadow Pokémon again. And worst of all, they are trying to create the ultimate Shadow Pokémon, one that is impossible to purify. Cypher must be plotting world domination using Shadow Pokémon as their weapons again. To counter Cypher's new Shadow Pokémon conspiracy... Director, Lily, we did it! The Purify Chamber is finally completed. Oh my. Oh, what fantastic timing, it's finally finished. Is this a replacement for the stone thing? Lily, thank you. Thank you for pulling everyone together so capably in my absence. Okay, let's not waste any time. Let's go have a look at the Purify Chamber. Let's. I think now will be a good time to introduce my new segment to this Let's Play. I'm calling it, Who's That Pokémon? Well, did you guess it? It's Charizard. I hope you enjoyed that segment because that was the most editing I've ever done in any video ever. I did it all for you. All for you. Be grateful. Anyway, what's this Purify Chamber all about? Take a good look, Pokemon. This is the Purify Chamber. Pokemon, your father and I designed it 5 years ago when we were motivated by the Shadow Incident. If evildoers were to create Shadow Pokemon again, we wanted to be able to save them from ourselves. That's not what it said. We wanted to be able to save them ourselves, not from ourselves. That's a whole different kettle of fish. Pokemon, your father believed that passionately. Who was my father? Do I know who I guess he's dead, but who? To honour your father's wish, I put together Pokemon HQ Lab. Pokemon, if your father were here, I'm sure that he would be delighted, but he's dead. I just want to reiterate that. While I was gone, everyone seems to have rallied around Lily and made things happen. Okay, Pokemon, we'll have to lead the way. The glorious history of the Purify Chamber will begin with you. But first, if you'll be so kind as to briefly explain how the Purify Chamber works, random scientist number 4? Certainly. Okay, Pokemon, listen closely. The Purify Chamber is a facility in which shadow Pokemon undergo purification through contact with regular Pokemon. Purification is conducted on what we call the set. This is very confusing. This is where shadow Pokemon comes into contact with a regular Pokemon. In the center of the set, 1 shadow Pokemon is placed. Up to 4 regular Pokemon can be placed around the shadow Pokemon. We have 9 of these sets here. That means we can efficiently purify up to 9 shadow Pokemon at the same time. There is one thing you need to be careful about. Purification won't proceed if you place only a single shadow Pokemon on a set. Purification can only happen if there is at least 1 regular Pokemon on a set with a shadow Pokemon. The number of regular Pokemon placed with the shadow Pokemon and their compatibility are key points. First, the number of regular Pokemon. The more regular Pokemon you place with a shadow Pokemon, the quicker purification is. Oh! But this is so I don't have to lower the purification meters or whatever. I can just drop off a shadow Pokemon with some regular Pokemon and they will, over time, fix it for me. That's neat. Next, the compatibility of a Pokemon. Compatibility depends on the types of the Pokemon involved and the directions they face. They can't just turn around if they need to. By adjusting these factors, you'll likely see differences in purification speeds. If you need details, I'll be happy to explain later, but right now, I want you to check the sets out. The Purify Chamber status is on standby. System status is good to go. Step onto that circular plate, a holographic image of the Pokemon involved in purification will appear. Well, it would if there were actually some Pokemon on the sets. When you're checking the hologram, you can zoom to individual sets. At any selected set, you can configure things as you see fit. A control panel will appear for you to pick the Pokemon you want to place on the selected set, position them, and so on. If you bring some Pokemon, you can place them on sets. Don't worry, you'll figure it out when you can actually try it. We'll all be around to provide advice if you need it. First, check the hologram, please. What hologram? This thing over here? This thing? Is the Blissey a hologram? Is this machine no, this is the Pokemon storage. Is it the panel? Okay, you want me to go on the panel. Well, that clearly wasn't... Whatever. Alright. Okay, I guess I want to purify... I mean, I want to purify Shroomish, but I actually want to put it in my party, so I guess I'll get Houndour purified. Why not? How do I select it? How does it... Ah, there we go. There you go. Put this here. Yeah? And then if I take Ledibur... Apparently the flow isn't very good, but fuck it, it's better than nothing. There you go. There, I did it. No. I'm probably not going to use this mechanic very much, if I'm honest with you. I don't really care. I mean, this is all very nice and everything. I'm glad they did all this, but I'm kind of done. Thanks. There, I did it. How did you find the Purify Chamber? Using this system, it's possible to purify many Shadow Pokemon at the same time. Also, you can access the Purify Chamber from any PC. Be sure to try that feature. Now, well, that's a lot more useful than having to come here every time, thank you. Now, the issue is how Shadow Pokemon should be recovered from Cypher. It looks as if you'll have to get busy with some more with the Stag Machine Pokemon. Alright, I'll get on that. Can I leave now? Oh, speaking of Cypher, now that you're trying to leave, and no one is looking in your direction, Lily, have you made any progress with the data ROM we brought back from Cypher's lab? Oh yes, I've asked Data N, to analyse the contents of that data ROM. It should be ready soon. Kokomo, would you go upstairs and ask Datan how he's doing? Datan is the man in the room next to the director's office, remember? He was compiling the basic data. Big Brother's tired, so JV will go. Oh JV, it's okay. This is for work. Ahaha! Seeing JV and her boundless energy makes me realise I'm back home. Anyway, I wonder what's on that data ROM. Oh JV, there's no stopping you. Please Pokemon, go ask Datan how he's doing in his office upstairs. But Jovi's doing it! Fuck you, Mom! I'm not doing what you tell me. I've got better places to be. Considerably better places to be. You don't even know how much better these places I have to be are. They're not here, cooped up with my mum and her obvious sexual partners, her host of consorts. I'd rather be in Agate Village hanging out with old people. Fuck you all. You can't stop me. I'm Pokemo. Which is still the best name I've ever given to any character in any game. And definitely not a cop-out because I couldn't think of anything actually funny. I'm here for a good reason, because I have at least 2, maybe 3, I haven't checked C-Dot recently, at least 2 happy boys to purge of their sins, and it's going to be a rollicking good time. Let's get going, starting with Mareep. It's a sheep! Mareep opened the door to its heart. Mareep, regain the move Body Slam. Now we're fucking talking. Now we're getting some moves. And Heal Bell, because everything learns Heal Bell or Refresh. Literally everything. Also gain some experience, which elevates it to the lofty heights of level 19. And evolves. Can it not stand up? Is it too morbidly obese to be able to stand up? Is it like one of those absurdly fat men who just spend all their lives in bed? I wash myself with a rag on a stick. Can I just say how fucking great Classic Simpsons is? How fucking great it is. It's genuinely some of the best TV of all time, and I stand by that forever. Okay, Fluffy, your name is now... Chunky... I was hoping I had more letters to play with than this. What's a good girl's name? What's a good girl's name? Do girls have names? I don't know, I don't really speak to them. Chunky... They don't really have 3-letter names. Hey girls, why are all your names so long? Explain that one to me. Why do you have such long names? Why do you not have like punchy, that's the word I wanted. Punchy short names like Joe, you know? 3 letters, no waiting, that's all you need. Um, you know what? Since I can't think of a good girl's name, her name is now Chunketta. There you go, Chunketta. Yes, it's okay. It's the perfect name for a perfect sheep. Anyway, let's get on with purifying another good friend, Monsieur Baltoy over here. See what... I genuinely can't wait to see what rad-ass moves we're getting on this boy. I guarantee one of them's either Heal Bell or Refresh, but the other one is up for debate right now. Rock Tomb, that's alright, that's something I can use. And it's Refresh. Why do they feel the need to give everything Heal Bell or Refresh? I don't quite get it. I'm not complaining, it's quite useful, but why? Wants to learn self-destruct. I'm alright actually. I'm good on the self-destruct front. I don't know what ribbons are for either, but that's another matter entirely. Just on the basis of what this thing evolves into, I'm calling it Night Terror. Except I couldn't fit Night Terror in, so it's actually called Night Error. Which is also fairly applicable, because it was a mistake and an affront to God. Seems I can't purify C-Dot as well, that's fine. That's fine, C-Dot's not going to be my grass boy anyway. Which reminds me, I need to go get Shroomish out of the old Pokey... C. PC, stands for Pokey C, right? It's gotta. The PC within the PC. Oh, curious. Pokémon storage. I want this fella here. I want him moved to my party in exchange for this fella here. Hope that's alright. Hope that's okay with everyone else. You were so close, C-Dot. You were so close. But alas, 'twas not to be. Right, I think we're pretty good now. Our team's coming together real nice. We got Night Terror, we got Chunketta, we got Leia. We still don't have a name for Vaporeon, and we probably never will. We got Shroomish ready to start leveling. We got Useless providing us with an endless supply of items. Honestly, everything's feeling pretty good. So I think this is a good place to wrap up and pick up with more Pokemon adventures in the near future. I'll see you guys around. Peace out. I like the harmonica music, it's cool.